Let's get your Epic account ready to go by editing your settings. To get to the settings page, you can hover over Personal Options and click View Edit Account Information. The information you enter in these first two boxes will be seen by the assessment takers on emails sent from your Epic account, splash pages while taking their assessment, and finally, the profile report covers. With this in mind, you can fill in the first two sections. The report cover contact information requires the first field at a minimum to be filled in and gives examples here. For the second box, titled Company Information, you will first see your account ID, which is simply a way to identify your account. You can put your company name and a website in these next fields, and you can also upload a logo. There are specifications for it here. The next section is Emails Sent from my Epic account. The information you put here will appear on the emails you send. Here is an example of what they look like. First, there is an administrator name field. This is displayed in the default email subject line. As you see in this example, the administrator name has registered you for, and then the name of the product. In this case, Everything Disk Management. The emails will be coming from this email display address. You can see how there's a friendly name, and then the actual email address is in brackets. You can change the friendly name under Outgoing From Name. You are not able to change the domain of wiley-epic.com. We do recommend changing the outgoing from name or friendly name from online access code to something more recognizable to help your respondents know the email is coming from you. Next, if you would like to create a custom subject using a variable, you can do so here, but you don't have to. Finally, you'll most likely want to keep the email format at its default, which is HTML. This now brings us to a box titled Email Epic System Notifications To. This email list is who will receive notifications from Epic, such as low credit reminders. If you would like someone else from your organization to receive these emails, just type in their email address in this field and click the blue Add button. Bounce back messages from respondents like auto replies can only be sent to one email address, so the one designated as primary with the check mark will receive those. Let's look now at the next three sections. Credit reminder indicates a credit balance reminder email will be sent to you when your credit balance drops below 50. You can change that number if you'd like to. Next is language options. The default is English. And finally, you can select your local time zone in time zone settings. In advanced options, you can change the session timeout, which says how long you must be active in Epic before you will be logged out and required to log back in. We recommend increasing this time because if you are in the middle of something and the site logs you out, your work might not be saved. This brings us to the end of this page. Please click the blue Save button. If you come back to edit anything on this page, you'll need to click this Save button again. You can then view report cover and welcome page samples at the top of the page.
In Epic, if you can log into Epic, but you don't have like your own individual user yet, like maybe y'all have a shared login, no big deal. You can go to Epic, go to Manage Users, and you can add a new user just by putting in their first and last name, their username, like that, first and last name together or something. But you actually get to, set up your username and then your email address. And then you have to give them a user level. Super administrator is what you want to set yourself up with. Super administrators can create access codes and basically spend credits. So that's what you want to be. And then you just add yourself as a user. Then you can create the way you create your password is you click this create new username and you put in your or create New user, create your password by putting in your username. Request a password link. You'll get your link, and then you can log into Epic all by yourself without a shared login credentials.
As you may already know, Catalyst is designed to engage in building more effective relationships at work by helping people adapt to others in real time. Let's look at how to send Catalyst access codes for both a brand new and existing Everything Disk learner. First, log into your Epic account and hover over Manage Reports and click Create New Report, Issue Access Codes. Then choose Everything Disk as the product family and Catalyst Everything Disk as the product. You'll then confirm the language and click the blue Next button.
Selecting an organization is the next step. Remember that with Catalyst, we group learners into their organizations, so when they are in their account, they'll be able to see other colleagues who've been added to their organization. This is where that grouping takes place. Begin by typing in the learner's organization and select it from the list. If you don't see the organization on the list, you can click Add, then their organization name, to add it. After you have selected the organization, click the blue Next button. The learners will answer questions from several applications, allowing them to return and learn in the future. Workplace is the base experience, and additional applications can be unlocked here now or in the future. For this example, we'll look at the base experience as all Catalyst learners must start with Workplace on Catalyst. We'll click the blue Next button to continue. On the top of this final page, you have the option to place these profiles in a folder and/or subfolder so that they'll be saved together within your Epic account. You can choose one from the drop-down or select New Folder to create a new one. Next, you have the option to select when you want the email for participants to go out, immediately or at a later time. You also have the option to set a reminder email to be sent out if the assessment isn't completed by a certain date and time. Finally, you'll add the names and emails of the participants so they can receive a link to experience Catalyst. For new learners who have never taken a previous Everything Disk assessment, you'll add them just like you would for anything else using the first two tabs. Enter Individual, where you type in the information individually and click Add, or Import from Excel, where you can download and fill out this Excel template linked here and upload it so multiple individuals' information is added all at once. The final tab, Use Existing Report, is for those participants who have already taken an Everything Disk assessment. Click Search to locate individuals' reports using the search criteria and select their previous report. You'll then click Next to pull that data into this new profile. Alternatively, you can click to download an import template, fill out their names and email addresses, and then upload the document by clicking Upload. The Epic system will pull in their completed reports. After all learners are entered, you'll check the box to confirm that the participants are part of the organization you assigned in the earlier step. Then click Assign Access Codes. Click OK to confirm the number of credits that will be deducted from your account, and click OK if you want to include a customized message with the email, or cancel if you do not wish to include a customized message. Learners will then receive an email that looks something like this. They will click the link and follow the steps to take their assessment and experience the platform.
So today we're going to learn how to edit an email address. So what you need to do, you come into Epic, go to Manage Reports and down to Edit Existing Report. And you can search via either pending profiles, or you can just type in the name into the name field and hit search, or you can also pop in the email address. Wait for that to come up. Okay, so here we have Kelly Tester. We're going to click Edit. And you can see here it's different email address. I'm going to change it to my email and hit Save. you're going to get a pop-up here saying either the email address has changed or the view report online option has been changed. Yes, an email will be sent to the respondent. Click OK to include a custom message or cancel to send the default. So what you should do is click OK and just reselect the email template that you've used previously, which is probably this one here in the Everything Disk email folder. Just make sure your deadline is correct. If it's not, you can simply change it here and hit OK. And there you have it. The email's now been sent to the correct email address.
Whether you are unassigning access codes for Everything Disk on Catalyst, or the 5 behaviors assessments, the process is the same. To get started, go to Manage Your Account in Epic and select Unassign Access Codes Reclaim Credits. You can jump down and press the Search button to return a list of all pending access codes in your account, or you can use the search fields to narrow your results. When you're ready, press Search. From the search results, you can select the individual records that you are looking for, scroll down and press Next. Alternatively, you can also use the Select All option to unassign all access codes found in your search. You will then be able to see a list of all the records selected to be unassigned. Epic uses color coding to show you the status of the individual's report. Any highlighted records should be unassigned with caution. Yellow highlighting indicates that the respondent has started but not completed their profile. Red is used if the access code was generated as part of an extract file, and blue if the access code has not yet been sent. If you wish to change your selection, press Return to Search Results, or press the Unassign Access Codes button to continue. If the access code has a name and email attached to it, a pop-up will appear, giving you the option to send a confirmation email to the respondents. We do recommend that you provide notification to respondents when unassigning access codes. You can choose to bypass this step by clicking Cancel. Press OK to send a notification. A second pop-up will appear. Press OK again to send your own custom email message, or cancel to send the Epic default message. You have now unassigned the access codes. You'll see the confirmation screen with a summary of the credits being returned to your account, and you can press the plus symbol to the left of details to see the status of the records.
In the Manage Reports menu, select Catalyst, Upgrade from Existing Reports. You'll need to identify the disk learners you want to upgrade to Catalyst. There are 2 options to do this. First, you'll see the access code search. Add your desired search criteria, then click Search. Select which access codes you want to upgrade from the results list by clicking the box to the left of the name and click Next, or you can click Select All to upgrade everyone in the search results list. Your other option is to use the email address upload option. You'll need to download and complete the template with up to 150 learner emails, then upload your file. Epic will find any learners associated with the email addresses and determine which can be upgraded to Catalyst. Here, you'll be prompted to choose an organization for the learners you selected. And if you would like, you can choose a folder and subfolder to help with sorting the reports in Epic. You'll then see the upgrade options for your selected learners under the Learners Ready to Upgrade tab. Use the checkboxes to select or deselect applications. Click the X to remove a learner from the list. When you've made your selections, check the Organization Confirmation checkbox below. When you're ready, click Upgrade, and Epic will get to work on creating the Catalyst access codes and sending invitation emails to the learners. You can sit back and relax as the work is being done for you. Just know the more learners you upgrade, the longer the process will take. There are 2 other features you should be aware of as you go through this process. If you selected access codes that already belong to Catalyst learners, they will appear in the Learners Already Using Catalyst tab. Learners that aren't able to be upgraded or their emails were not found will be on the Learners Not Eligible tab. You can click Download Emails on any of these tabs to save a list of those learners.
So today in this video, we're going to learn how to resend login information or resend a link. You may have someone who says they can't find the link. We always say check your mail. If they still can't find it, we can just simply come into Epic, go to Manage Reports, and then down to Resend Login Information. You can search any of the pending people. You can just click search, or you can type the name into the name field. Here we've got one profile here for Kelly, who's not completed. We're just going to tick the box here and click the next button. Super easy. We're going to click Resend Login Information. It's going to ask if we want to include a custom message. Say okay to that. If you click cancel, it's just going to send a default email without any customization. So it's always good to include a custom message. So you simply go back to the folder and select your email template that you used previously and just ensure your deadline is correct. If it's not, you can simply change it in the email here. And if you want to change the custom subject, you can certainly click the button there and type into this field here. Otherwise, you can just leave it as the default subject and then just click OK. And that's going to send your email for you. So there you can see this email has now been resent.
As previously mentioned, we group Catalyst learners into organisations so that when they are signed into Catalyst, they will be able to see other colleagues who have been added to that same organisation. Catalyst learners can only be in one organisation at any given time, so sometimes you might need to move your learners into different organisations to change who they can see and compare with. To move your existing Catalyst learners into a different organisation, start by going to Manage Reports, Catalyst Edit Organisation. Press Next on this page to proceed to the next step. To begin, type the name of the organisation you want to move your learners into. If the organisation already exists, you will see it appear as a selectable item in the drop-down menu. If you are creating a new organisation, you can select Add to create one. Once you've nominated the organisation you want to move your learners to, select Add Reports to choose which Catalyst learners you want to move. You can then use this search criteria to filter your results by name, folder, email address, or even the current organisation the learners are grouped in. When you are ready to go, click Search. From this page, you can select individual learners using the checkbox in the top left corner of their tile. Alternatively, you can select all learners that were returned in this search by using the Select All button at the bottom of the page. After you have selected the learners you want to move, you will be returned to the previous page. Here you will find all the learners that you have chosen appearing on your report list. If you have added someone by mistake, you can use the small X next to their name to remove them from your report list. Once you are happy with your list, check the box that says I confirm the individuals assigned to the selected organisation are part of that organisation, and then select Update Organisation to complete the transfer. The next time these learners visit the Catalyst website, they will be notified that their organisation has been changed and they will be able to see the other learners who are in their new organisation. Using folders and subfolders in Epic can be a useful way to keep track of your profile data. They also make the process of running a facilitator or group culture report far easier. Profiles can be moved between folders and subfolders as necessary by going to Manage Your Account, Folder Maintenance. Here, I can find a list of my current folders. If I want to rename or delete a folder, I can do so by pressing the corresponding link next to that folder's name. If I want to move a profile or a report to a different folder, I can select Transfer Contents to see what records are currently being stored in that folder. From there, I can select which records I want to move, and then choose a new destination folder or subfolder. Once I've found my desired destination, I can click Transfer Reports to move those records to that folder.
This video will show you how to generate multiple reports at one time for download and printing. Let's go through the process. To begin, select Manage Reports, then under the Batch Function submenu, select Generate Reports for download. Use the search criteria to find the group of reports you wish to generate. As a minimum, you need to select the product family, the product itself, and the language. If you use folders to organize your reports, then searching by the folder is the quickest way to find them. Or use any of the other search criteria that are applicable for your search. When you're ready, press the search button and Epic will find the reports. You can then click the reports you wish to generate and press Next at the bottom of your screen, or you have the option to select all to generate all of the reports included in the search results. Next, choose which report content you want to include. There may be times when you only want to use certain sections, but most of the time you'll want the full report. Check individual boxes to generate only certain sections of the report, or use the Check All option for the entire report. Finally, you can choose to generate any supplemental or facilitator reports available for the product you have chosen. For this example, we'll choose to generate both the profile and the supplement for facilitator reports at the same time. Press the Next button to continue. A pop-up message lets you know approximately how much time before the reports will be ready to view and print. Click OK to continue. You'll see on screen that the reports have been queued for generation, and the email address that Epic will use to notify you that the reports are ready. The reports will continue to generate in the background, so you can keep working in Epic or log out of the system. Let's press the Batch Download page link to check out the progress of our reports. Here we can see that Epic is working on our batch file download. When the batch generate process is complete, Epic creates a zip file. Zip files are a way of condensing a large amount of information into a smaller size to send or download. We'll come back to this shortly. Once the generate process is complete, the file name appears, and you can see the number of reports created in the complete column. You can also see the expiry date. The batch files are saved in Epic for 7 days to allow you time to print them or transfer them to your computer. You can delete your batch files before the expiration date by clicking on the small X, and do remember that this doesn't impact the individual profile data in any way at all. Let's transfer these generated files to our computer. This process may differ depending on the software your computer uses, but to begin, click on the file name. A pop-up will ask you what to do with the files. Select your choice and then press OK. Once downloaded, the zipped file will be in a folder ready to be extracted or unzipped. Press the Unzip or Extract button, choose your desired destination, press OK again, and you will be able to open, print, and email the individual files from your chosen location. At this point, you've successfully completed the batch generate process. If you walked away from your computer while Epic created your batch file, you can get back to view your batch reports by going to Manage Reports, and then under Batch Functions, choosing Manage Existing Download Files. Alternatively, a quick link will also appear on your Epic homepage anytime you have reports on the Manage Existing Downloads page. And don't forget, you'll also be sent an email which outlines your batch report file is ready for download and the reports included.
Group reports combine individuals' everything disk styles into one report and are a great way to see a team's disk culture. If you aren't sure which group report you would like to create, you can generate sample reports under Personal Options, Create Sample Reports. While there are several group and facilitator reports available, the general difference between the two is that the group culture reports do not include participant names, and the facilitator reports do include names. The process for creating all group and facilitator reports is essentially the same. To create a group report, you'll start under Manage Reports and click Create New Report, Issue Access Codes. You will then select the product family and the product. In this example, we'll look at an Everything Disc Group Culture Report. After you choose the language, you'll click Next. First, choose a folder where you will find this report later. You can give the report a name and click the blue Add button to search and select individuals you would like in the report. You can search in several ways using any of the search criteria. If you have a folder with all of the individuals in it, it would be easiest to find the folder and/or subfolder and then click Search. When you get to the next page, which is showing your search results, you have two options. Either you can check the boxes next to the individuals' names you'd like to add to the report and then click Next, or you can click Select All if you'd like everyone in your search results list to be included in the report. You can continue to add more participants on the next page until you have everyone you need on this final list. When everyone is on the list, click Next, then click OK to confirm the number of credits that will be deducted from your account. After this, you will be able to click View Report to see the report. If you need to find the report later, it will be found under Manage Reports, View Print Email Completed Reports. If you made a mistake, don't worry. You can add or remove participants under Manage Reports, Edit Existing Reports. You are only able to edit the report 2 times.
The Everything Disc Comparison Report is an incredibly versatile tool that allows 2 Everything Disc profile holders to see their similarities and differences plotted against multiple comparison continua. This data is available on the Catalyst platform for your learners, but for those who aren't using Catalyst or want to have PDF versions of these reports, they can be generated from inside of your Epic account. To generate a group of comparison reports, we start by going to Manage Reports, Create/Generate Comparison Reports. Select Next to proceed. On this page, you can select a folder and subfolder to store your comparison reports. You can choose an existing folder or create a new one by clicking New Folder and giving it a name. You can then select a report creation option. The first option will allow you to create a report comparing one person with one or more members of a group. The second option allows you to compare all members of a group with each other. For this example, I'm going to select the second option. Now, you will need to search for the learners that you want to compare with each other. If you're already using folders and subfolders, this process will be very easy, but you can also search for them based on their name, product type, and email address. You can then choose which learners you want to create comparison reports for by checking the box in the left corner of their record tile. As you can see, you can build comparison reports with learners who have completed different applications in the Everything Disc suite, such as Workplace, Management, Work of Leaders, or Sales. Once you're happy with your list, click Next to review your pairings. If you don't want to generate reports for any of the pairings on your list, you can uncheck them before proceeding. Press Next when you're happy with your list of pairings. Once Epic has prepared your pairings, select Next again to proceed. Epic will then generate PDF copies of your comparison reports into a .zip folder for you to easily download. On this page, you are given the opportunity to name this .zip folder. You will once more be presented with your pairings. You can then select Generate Batch to begin the process of generating your comparison reports. Once the reports are ready to be downloaded, a blue notification will appear on your Epic homepage. Simply click on the download link to access your batch files. This will allow you to save the folder to your computer and distribute the reports to your learners.